What's going on, everybody? This is Feed the Puppy. I want to go over a really, hopefully, quick guide on red skills, including how much they cost, the best way to purchase them, how to use the Wisdom Elixir event efficiently, and which red skills work best on the current meta Immortals. Red skills are one of the most expensive systems in the game, and they currently cannot be earned through normal free-to-play progression, so unfortunately it is pay to win. But because of that, choosing the wrong skill or upgrading in the worst order can cost you months of progression and a significant amount of money. My goal with this guide is to help you get the most value possible from every divine coin and every wisdom elixir you spend. Keep in mind that these recommendations are based on the current legendary season meta, immortal abilities, artifacts, energy regeneration, and the actual interactions between each immortal and the red skills. Okay, we're going to go over the costs real quick. I'm going to move to the Chrome browser. So, this is the only one I would recommend. You can occasionally do the $9.99 cost ones if you want to. Me personally, I will go for $9.99 most of the time. It doesn't give us much value. I believe the $9.99 ones give you 12 coins, while $4.99 is 8. Occasionally, about once a month, Infinity Kingdom will give out a special price. Well, not really a special price, but more of like the special amount of coins. I believe you get 12 instead of 8. It may even be 10. Either way, definitely buy those, especially if you're trying to level up red skills. If you're a Mega Whale, I mean, most of us know you can just buy out the shop. But definitely these do grab. If you don't have access to the GT Arcade version of the game, try to get it converted to Infinity Kingdom from Infinity Empire as soon as you can. iFun, I think you can still gift on iFun, but it's still better to use GT Arcade. They just give you so much more value, especially with the recharge events. Like this month, they're doing the GTA accumulated top-up gift event, and even like the first purchase gift. I mean, Atalanta is pretty decent. Only in the Elemental event, which is only in Legendary Season. They did buff her massively. They gave her a lot more energy regen, so I do recommend using her if you can afford it. Currently, the best way to get her, unfortunately, is either through the random summons, which I will swap over to the game real quick. It's either through the random fragments that you get. Let's see if I can find an example real quick. Most of you should know what they are. I may not have any, or I could just be blind. Let's see real quick. Alright, so these here, random immortal fragments, you can possibly get her. It's a lot harder to get her from this than from the Wind immortal fragments. Another way you can get her is through the Soul Glass Crest event. It doesn't really matter which ones you buy up to the $5. It's all the same value, I'm pretty sure. That being said, again, if you have GT Arcade, I recommend buying it from there because you get a lot more Soul Glass Crest than you would from the in-game shop. You can buy out both if you want to, but I believe that the Soul Glass resets daily. Let me make sure real quick. Yeah, daily limit 5 all across. When you get to the... I'm pretty sure when you get to 10 and $20 ones, they're not as valuable. 6, 12, 18, 27. Even the $5 one is not as valuable, but still pretty decent. What is this? 6 times 5 is 30. So you lose out on 3 Soul Glass Crests when you're looking at the just the value like per dollar spent. That being said, I mean -3 on Soul Glass Crest 4. I would say just wait. Just do 1, 2, and 3. Do these 3 here. These are going to give you the best value. At that point, I wouldn't even bother buying it in game shop unless you're trying to rush that point. You might as well get the Soul Glass Crest 4 here. Don't do the $10 or $20 ones. That's just a waste of money. Okay, got a little sidetracked with Atalanta, but the key focus of this video is going to be the red skills. So I'm personally running a Con March. I have Alex as my secondary carry. Khan, really the most important red skill you want to get for him is Energy Mastery. Another key thing with these red skills is, let's go to the legendary section here. There are some skills that are that have chances to do things. So, for example, Knife Through Butter, you deal physical damage every 6 normal attacks. You have to land them, by the way. So there is a chance that you, because of accuracy, you could not land them. And also, after those 6, you have a 60% chance to reduce the target's energy by 270, which can affect back row mortals too if Alex has the cleave effect. The target, I'm pretty sure you have to have the cleave effect, but also you really don't, because I'm pretty sure, Knife Through Butter works on backline, even if you don't have something like Assembly Charge. Wind Rage is also very meta to go with the 2 red skills for Alex. You can swap up Drastic Action, which I will go over. Drastic Action is great versus marches that have Athena, because you can't wound marches with her in play. Let's pull her real quick. So she makes friendly units immune to serious wounding. So if you don't want the enemy team to heal, the only thing you really do when Athena is on the enemy team is let them make it to where they can't heal as much. Drastic Action. Where's Drastic? So this is also a percentage chance. This is great versus either heavy healing marches or marches with Athena. You can't stop them from healing with Athena, but at least you can reduce the effect of the healing. And also, if they have less than 70% HP, the damage is dealt again. So you do 600% damage twice, and that's every 6 seconds. It is a chance, but still, it's really good. That being said, there are more important ones you want to get first. Drastic Action I don't have yet. It's either going to be that or Battle Frenzy that I'm gonna grab. But skills such as Knife Through Butter, let's see, Knife Through Butter, Life Protection, Attack and Defense, Drastic Action, and Infinite Firepower. These are chances, they're not guaranteed. So these are ones that I would not recommend getting to max level 8 until you get your 1, all your red skills that you want done, and then 2, anything that's guaranteed, prioritize those being 8 first, and that's just my opinion. You can ask other players what they think. Personally, this is what's been working for me. I have players that I fight that are very similar marches. Sometimes they even have Apollo versus my Khan, and I can sometimes still win. I can't say the same right now for actual PvP. I'm just speaking for Arena. But I seem to have a better time maxing out like skills like Energy Mastery, because it is guaranteed. It is still diminishing returns when you are maxing this ability from 7 to 8. But again, if you have what you need, sure, go ahead and get it to 8. I think I made the mistake of getting Energy Master 8 when I could have just saved and just got Battle Frenzy, since I am swapping to Anubis soon. Anubis is probably the only tank immortal that you can put Battle Frenzy on, because he has such high energy regen. You can put it on characters like Khan, Apollo, Medusa. Actually, Medusa does great with Battle Frenzy. It's actually meta. The only time you don't want to run Battle Frenzy is if you're fighting magical carries. Even consider if you're fighting a march that has like Loki or Himiko, and they have a frontline carry like Ares or Alex, because it can still help versus those marches, since it reduces their the physical damage. There are some skills like Arcane Hunter. It does give reduced magical damage taken. It is situational. It is the best on Apollo. You can put it on Khan. You can put it on Medusa. I've seen Mega Wells run it on Medusa, and it does well. It is situational because you want to use this versus magical carry marches because of the reduced damage that they take. Otherwise, there could be better options. Eternal Battle Lust. So this is based on the energy that's spent. I'm sorry, not energy spent, but it's for each instance of passive or triggered skill damage. This is great for characters like Medusa. Probably the best for Medusa. I think this is made for her. It doesn't have a special effect in the skill like how Arcane Hunter and Thorn Armor are, but it is best for her. You can use Eternal Battle Lust for other characters, but the triggered and passive damage, it just depends on what red skills you're running. Energy Mastery, Battle Frenzy, and there are a couple others that will benefit from Eternal Battle Lust. It does stack well. That being said, going over Arcane Hunter and Thorn Armor. Thorn Armor, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth to go for right now. The reduced physical damage up to 20% is pretty nice, but the damage reflected, it's only for Great Tengu, and Tengu, in my opinion, is still not a good Chaos Mortal, especially right now when the only way you can get him is from the event that they do monthly. It costs 750. So does most others. The only thing that's reduced price is the Chaos Selection Chest and Fufei. In my opinion, Tengu is not good unless you're a Mega Whale. Then, at that point, you can run Thorn Armor on him. But it is also still conditional because if they don't have an Ares or an Alex on their front line, the counterattack doesn't really do much. Backline's not doing much auto-attacking. They're doing more of just ulting, using their actual ultimate ability, or this ultimate skill to do damage. Thorn Armor is not only situational, but it's also half the value when you don't have it on Great Tengu. There's just better tanks to run than Tengu right now until we get more battle reports after his recent buff that he had. Another guaranteed skill that I would highly recommend, especially in Legendary, is going to be Divine Blessing. This is amazing. The only time this is not useful is versus Alex, because Alex does not ult. His ult becomes a passive, so it's just raw damage from him from his auto attacks. Another thing with red skills, when you're getting these red skills in the Divine Coin shop, or in the Divine Coin event, which is right here in Wisdom Well, you don't want to do. It's funny. I can actually, I'm one away from doing getting the guaranteed. But anyways, you don't. If you have 20 left and you have to spend 40 to get the guaranteed, do not take the chance of going for the elixir unless it's just guaranteed. I'm at 30. Even if I have one left right now, I'm not going to buy another pack. I'm just gonna wait till it comes back. Don't do it. Just wait, because let's say if I did this, I cannot buy another pack, and I have one left. It resets, and a reset and some change. It's gone. You can't get it from then. When the shop resets, they do give you a free one daily, so I have to make sure to grab that, and then I will go to get the guaranteed elixir. When you're going for red skills, it takes 300 to just unlock it. I wouldn't spend any of it until you have enough to at least get it to level 6, which will cost. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So level 1 costs 300, and then it costs 5. Let's see, 300. Plus. So 5. I actually have it here. I don't know why I'm doing a calculation here. Give me 1 second. So you need to get from level 1 to 2, you need 5 pieces. To level 3, you need 10 pieces. To level 4, you need 15 pieces. Level 5, you need 20. Level 6, you need 30. Level 7, you need 40. Then level 8, you need 60. To get to level 8, again, I would only recommend getting to level 8 once you have all your other red skills to level 7. And in my opinion, get to level 8 the ones that are guaranteed effects, not the ones that are percentage chance, just based on value. There are some that you just want to completely avoid. In my opinion, a skill like Last Stand, Fully Prepared is just a better version of Last Stand. I'm not sure why they left this here and made this instead of just buffing Last Stand. it's just a worse version of fully prepared in my opinion. Mega Whales can use this on their second march. Attack and defense is also very situational. It is a percentage chance. That being said, I'm pretty sure Battle Frenzy is kind of similar in a way, except this one, it reduces the damage, while this one increases its own physical defense. So you would run this on backline carries. It says Anubis here in YSS, but I would say, I would rather you use it on your carries so they don't get blown up by an enemy team that has a physical damage carry. Just one of the few ones that I just would not touch. Thorn Armor is also one of them. I think I went over that already. Basically, the moral of the story: don't have a game plan. Don't just get something to level 1 and then start building more elixir after the fact. Wait until you have enough guaranteed to at least get you level 6, and make sure it's going to be something that's more flexible, like Energy Mastery. If you're running Alex, I mean, even if it's just Alex carry with double support for your backline, definitely do Knife Through Butter and Fully Prepared. The only time where Knife Through Butter is not as good on Alex is if you're fighting an enemy team that's also an Alex. Their energy regen doesn't really do much versus double support. They're usually going to ult anyways. You can only do so much. I think that's really want to go over. That's everything I want to go over at this point. I don't really do too many videos, so sorry. This is like a first take. I'm too lazy to do this over again. But yeah, hope you guys find this video useful. Until next time, you guys have a good day.